It was 3 a.m., and Timmy's mom was fast asleep when she heard a blood-curdling scream. "Mom, there's someone under my bed," Timmy whispered, shaking. She checked the bed. Nothing. So she just assumed it was a nightmare and went back to sleep. But the next night at 3 a.m., she heard it again. "Mom, there's someone on my bed," Timmy cried. She turned around and her eyes widened in horror. There was a boy on Timmy's bed, smiling wide at her. His mouth stretched way too far, and his teeth were way too sharp. It was like a crocodile's mouth. Before the boy spoke, his mouth went back to normal, and he looked just like Timmy. "Mom, why are you here?" he asked. She screamed and he got scared and ran away. She told her husband what had happened, and he said, "Don't worry, honey. It's just your imagination. You know how kids are. They have such vivid imaginations." But then one night she heard a knock on her bedroom window. She opened it, and it was Timmy. He looked pale and scared. "Mom, can I come sleep in your bed?" "Please," he begged. She was still scared of what had happened earlier, but she didn't want her son to be scared of his own room. So she said, "Of course, honey." And that's when they heard a loud crash from Timmy's room. They both got scared, and the mom hid under the blanket with Timmy. Then they heard footsteps coming closer and closer. Then the door burst open, and the mom screamed. Standing in front of them was the boy from before, with a wicked smile on his face. He looked at Timmy and said, "It's time for you to go back," he said. And with that, he grabbed Timmy and disappeared. The mom started crying. Then she noticed something strange. The room wasn't dark like it was before. In fact, it was bright and sunny. She looked out the window and gasped. It was daytime. Where did he go? Why did he take Timmy? Is he gonna hurt him? A million questions ran through her mind. She called 911 and explained what had happened. When the police arrived, she led them to Timmy's room. But when they entered, they found something that made their jaws drop. On the floor was a big hole that looked like it had been caused by a small explosion, and right next to it was a note that read, "Sorry for the mess, but I needed to borrow your son for a few minutes." Below that, in smaller letters, it said, "I'll return him as soon as I'm done." The cops looked at each other. This was definitely not a normal case. They decided to question the neighbors to see if they had seen anything suspicious. One of the neighbors said, "I saw a strange man entering Timmy's house last night. He was tall and thin with sharp teeth," she said, "and he looked like a crocodile." The neighbor's words sent shivers down the mom's spine. Was her son in danger, or was this all just a big misunderstanding? To be continued.